Good morning, children.
Good morning.
Welcome back to another episode of Two Metalheads. Two of them.
I
Right in you.
couldn't get it in.
So, a week ago, or a couple days over a week ago, whatever, last week, um, we saw Black Sabbath and Ozzy's What They're Telling Us is the last concert.
Well, for
Back
Ozzy,
to
right?
the Right, yeah, it's supposed to be
Oh,
Ozzy and Sabbath's last.
well, Bill Ward too. The original guys
And
are
Bill, yeah,
probably done. Yeah.
I would think so. Yeah, apparently, though, Billboard's got a couple of solo albums in the works. So,
Well, that's easier than live.
yeah, well, I was thinking, is he going to tour them or is he just going to put them out?
Yeah. Yeah, we'll see.
So, this was quite the star studded event. I wound up buying the live stream because I didn't want to wait the fucking 24 hours. And what pushed me over the edge was I really wanted to see Metallica.
Okay.
So I decided the day of, I got a bunch of shit done in the morning early, and I knew Pantera was going on at our time, 2:45. So I was home by 2:15, 2:30 ish, and then bought it and sat and got it just in time for Pantera's set. And so you and I both watched. I don't know if you watched everything. I didn't
No.
watch everything, but I watched a lot.
I saw
Um,
probably clips of almost everything.
yeah,
And there was a bunch of things I watched the whole 15 minutes of, you know.
right.
Yeah.
I didn't watch Hailstorm because I don't care.
Me neither. She doesn't at this I was kind of disappointed that Jakey Lee was playing with her because I just don't care.
Yeah,
And I kind
yeah,
of wanted
same.
to like, she's fine. She has a fine voice, and I just don't care.
Sure, yeah.
Yeah,
I felt the same way. I would have really liked Jake to do something with somebody else.
yeah.
But that being said, Jake fucking played really well.
I'm glad he was there.
Yeah.
And apparently, they caught the guys that shot him.
Oh, they got them.
Apparently, that gun was used in like two murders.
Oh,
So he
wow.
kind of just got lucky.
Son of a bitch.
Yeah.
Oh,
If
I'm
I
glad
have
they got them fucking scumbags. Hopefully, they put them behind bars and keep them there.
if I have my facts straight, they have them. But you never know. I saw it online, so.
Yeah, true.
But I thought it was a statement from Jakey Lee, but anybody can make that up. So, yeah,
That is kind of true. Yeah.
yeah,
You can make fake Twitter quotes and fucking put them out there. You know
yeah.
what I've been seeing a lot on Facebook is pictures of a musician and then a quote next to the musician, and it's a quote that like this person would never fucking say.
Yeah.
Like I saw one earlier, and it was Tom Araya, and it was all this language in the quote that's like, Tom Araya has never even said that word once in his life. There's no way. Something about like when I play heavy metal, there's an unequivocal chaos between the crowd and me when I'm singing. It's like he would never say that.
I've seen quotes of them put people putting quotes with him and like devil worship and everything, and it's like they did absolutely no research. He's a born again Christian,
Yeah, exactly.
like and really into it. Like,
Yeah, like seriously into it.
yeah. So
Now Slayer's set. Did you watch Slayer? Speaking
yes.
of.
One thing I saw a lot of complaints about a lot of things. I think the vocals for most of the bands were too loud. They kind of overpowered and they didn't
Yeah?
sound, and because of that, it didn't sound great.
Okay, I didn't feel that way about Slayer.
I didn't feel that way about Ozzy, but a lot of the
I
other
didn't feel that way about Ozzy either. Yeah.
but a lot of the other bands, I felt like the vocals were kind of loud and made them not sound good.
I didn't feel that way about Metallica either.
Hmm. Well, I saw one thing I saw a lot of was people saying the guitars were out of tune. Like a lot of people's guitars were out of tune.
Certain bands, yes. I saw a lot of people say that Jakey Lee's guitar was very badly out of
I
tune.
find that if there was a bunch of guys and all their guitars were out of tune, they and none of them were switching guitars or trying to fix it. It probably wasn't the guitars that were out of tune. It was probably the sound and being kind of outside in a big spot.
Right.
The chorusy effect of bouncing off
Yeah.
things. It
Everything
probably like
bouncing.
you would see guys, even myself, who is done nowhere near as much time on stage as these guys. I would have been tweaking it or switching guitars if it was out of tune. They would have
Right.
known. Those guys would have done something about it, you know.
Yeah.
And if they weren't doing it, then the guitars weren't out of tune. It was something else going on,
Right.
you know. Especially if it was all because there was apparently everybody saying, "Oh, they must be using the same guitar tech, so all their guitars are out of tune." No, I don't think that's the case. You know?
No.
Yeah.
Metallica's not using anybody else's guitar tech.
I just think that sound outside is very difficult. Even
Yeah,
I mean, it was like a stadium, but still, it was in those big open spaces, you could get that bouncing off things. You get a chorusy, detuned effect kind of thing going on,
of course.
and it's hard to control the sound in spots like that. And that's probably what it was. It probably wasn't. I doubt it was their guitars. These guys would have been tweaking it in the middle of songs if it was their guitars. They would
Absolutely.
have noticed.
Yeah.
So that was one thing I saw that I was like, I don't think that's the case.
Right. Yeah. I felt that. Yeah. I mean, going back and watching Jakey Lee's set, I know he's not as fast as he used to be, of course,
He
and I know
also
he's got
he has
arthritic
something
problems.
like he has a problem with one of his hands, obviously, too.
Yeah, he's got arthritis issues and stuff, so maybe that had something to do with it as well. But
I mean,
I didn't notice anything out of tune with Pantera.
I could understand it. Well, they they could have gotten it under control at some point, or
True.
there might have been certain points where the weather was just different and it didn't reflect as much. Who knows?
Right.
You know, but I don't think it was out of tune. I doubt it. All those guys have played way too long to not notice that.
Exactly.
Like
Yeah, exactly.
uh,
So yeah, I thought Slayer was fucking killer.
yes.
Um, Great set from them, throwing all the fucking classics in. I really liked how they did Wicked World from Sabbath, and then in the middle, when that song starts to get real jammy and jazzy, they threw in South of Heaven, and then came back to Wicked World. That was fucking sick.
Yeah, that was a different cover.
I wasn't expecting that at all. I was thinking they were going to do Hand to Doom.
That would have made sense. But yeah,
Yeah, because they did that on that NIB Part 2. But then Tool did that before them.
yeah. Who I guess relented in letting themselves be videoed. So they've
Oh, yeah.
they never
Well,
do that.
being that it's for Ozzy, I guess.
You
I've
have
had
to.
enough of that band.
I don't like them either. I've
I've
never
had
did.
enough of Tool. I've had enough of Tool and Tool fans. Like that band, like, all right, you're tight. They are very tight. I saw them in 2001 on the Lateralis tour, and it was tight, but it was unremarkable. Like, I went home, like, okay, I saw Tool. I can say that I did that. That's an activity that I took part in. I just think that, like, they're so fucking obnoxious, like they're so pretentious and obnoxious, and their fans are even worse. Like, dudes who worship Tool think that Tool is the only fucking band that exists. They're better than every other band in the world. Fucking Maynard James Keenan is a fucking genius. No, he's not. He Fucking had a dude sucking his own penis on the album artwork for his fucking third record. He's not a genius.
I get like, oh yeah, the drummer's great. Yeah, but I also don't give a shit. You know, like,
Yeah, yeah, honestly. And the crowd, it was funny. It went Pantera, Tool, Slayer. So I watched Tool just because I was sitting there drinking beer. And I'm like, I'll fucking sit through it. It's not the worst thing in the world. And they panned throughout the crowd, and everybody's just kind of standing there. And it just looked bored and fucking out of place. And then Slayer comes on, and there's circle pits
yeah.
everywhere in the soccer stadium.
Well,
All of a
you,
sudden, everybody woke up because a good band was playing.
I feel like even if it was a band you didn't like, you watched it in the hopes that the cover that they did of Ozzy or Black Sabbath was going to be good.
It's what I was hoping for. I was hoping that whatever cover they did was going to be pretty good, and I was let down.
Yeah, they
I
don't do
thought
it
their
for me.
version of Hand of Doom sucked.
Yeah, they don't really do it for me either.
No,
Yeah.
fuck Tool. Um,
I also,
Anthrax was pretty good, but Joey Belladonna fucking up the lyrics to Into the Void. It's like, dude, you had one Sabbath song to learn.
yeah,
That was rough, man. And I'm like, dude, that's a song that you should know too. Like, that's a dude that grew up on Black Sabbath. You should know that fucking song.
yeah, I don't know what happened there.
That was rough.
Yeah,
There was controversy with David Draymond getting booed
fuck
as he
him too.
walked on stage. I actually like Disturbed a little.
They fall into Tool category for me. I just don't care.
Yeah, they're not as obnoxious as Tool though. Like at
I don't
least
know.
Disturbed
He's
writes some
kind of
catchy shit.
obnoxious. He's one of those guys that's like, look how big I am. Here's my opinion. You don't believe what I believe. You're an asshole. And it's like, oh, go fuck yourself. You know, like,
Yeah, you kind of got a point. You're turning me on David Draymond now.
the douche. You can have your opinions, but nobody gives a shit about them. You know, play your music and shut the fuck up. You know,
Yeah,
like,
I'm usually a fucking fan of that.
I don't like when people think that just because they're somebody, their opinion all of a sudden matters more than like if they never got famous. It doesn't matter.
Right.
If people are stupid enough to change their opinion because of you, then they're idiots also. You know, like,
Then you're an asshole too.
yeah. So
Yeah, but anyway, there was controversy with that. He didn't exactly get booed off the fucking stage.
no, they just kind of let them know like you're a dick.
Yeah,
But Alice in Chains was good.
Alice in Chains was very fucking good, man. I was very happy with their set. They should have went on between Pantera and Slayer.
Yeah, instead of Tool, yeah.
They should have went on between Pantera and Slayer. Got them one extra song too.
Yeah.
But yeah, their version, Alice in Chains' version of Fairies Wear Boots was fucking great, man.
Yeah, that was good. I like that one.
And overall, out of all the openers, my favorite set of the night was Metallica's set.
You know what I realized watching this whole thing too? There are no young rock stars. They're all old.
That's very true.
It's just not, and oddly enough, I got to give Gene Simmons some credit. I saw something he's talking about today, and he said the reason why he even said like the bands are making a lot of money, the big ones. The young bands are fucked. They have no guarantees, and it's because of the fans going in. Like they went to a supermarket and took whatever they wanted, and now those bands don't get paid because of it. So,
It's the
like,
fucking truth.
finally, Gene Simmons says something that doesn't make him look like an ass. You know,
Bro, yeah. He's known for putting his foot in his mouth a lot.
yeah.
but he's also a smart dude sometimes and knows exactly what he's fucking talking about.
Yeah, I always kind of wonder how much of it's, a little stick, you know.
Yeah,
So,
but yeah, I
but
thought Metallica fucking ripped.
yeah,
Did you watch their set?
yeah, yeah, they were good. I
Busting
I
out Johnny Blade.
I think Lars kind of gets a bad rap for I don't know why, but
I agree.
like
I completely agree. I think Lars is a fucking very good drummer.
I think you can't judge him by today's standards, but I think today's standards are in metal are he's partly responsible for that. You know,
Exactly.
so
Exactly. He basically fucking created thrash metal drumming,
yeah, almost. I mean, he's one of them. Yeah.
pretty much.
So
But yeah, their set was killer. I liked their version of Hole in the Sky, but I loved their version of Johnny Blade. That was really fucking great. And that is a Sabbath deep cut off an album that's kind of maligned. It's off the Never Say Die record, and a lot of Sabbath fans really don't like that one. I personally love that fucking album. It's one of my top favorites.
I like that
And
one.
that tune, Johnny Blade, is a fucking badass song.
Fair.
I like that they only did Cliff stuff too. Like their originals, they did two from Lightning and two from Puppets and fucking made way for Ozzy. That was
That's what
fucking great.
that's what people want to hear. Yeah.
Yeah, true. I kind of feel like it was sort of a tribute to Cliff too, because he was a massive Black Sabbath fan.
Hmm. That does not
So
shock me.
I feel like that's probably why they did that. Like, hey, when we do our originals, let's just do Cliff songs.
Yeah, maybe.
My boy Axl Rose did not have a good night.
I think he's one of the ones that the vocals, if they weren't quite as loud, might have been a little better.
Maybe, um, a lot of people fucking don't like the way his voice has gone lately, and they're saying he should fucking hang it up or whatever. I mean, he's still out there doing it, and to me, the worst thing from their set was there was a couple of timing issues that were really bad. The ending of Sabbath Bloody Sabbath, when they did that with that "Where can you run to? What more can you do?" over that really heavy fucking breakdown riff, he was way ahead of the beat, like way ahead of it. And it was consistent though. So that tells me that maybe there was a problem. Maybe he had a click in his ears, in his in ears, and maybe the click was wrong.
Or he was hearing stage volume and we were here and he was hearing stage guitar and drums and everybody else was hearing through the sound system a delayed version.
No, but everything else was perfect. Like the guitar, drums, bass was all
Yeah, but
perfect.
if he was hearing it before it hit the speakers, if you're loud enough on stage, you hear the guitar on stage, and
Right.
then it comes through the monitors and everything, and there's always like a slight delay.
But he had in ears in.
Yeah, but maybe there's a delay to the in-ears.
That's what I'm it's got to be something like that because it happened again to him in Paradise City, and it was every chorus. He
Hmm.
was way ahead of the chorus.
It's weird that
And
you
it
would.
was the same spot and it was consistent.
The delay wouldn't make you ahead though; it would make you behind. So
I
he,
don't know. He was
yeah.
way ahead of the chorus every time in Paradise City, but then the verses he was perfect.
Or maybe it would make you ahead, depending. I don't know. Yeah, it's weird. Who knows?
That's what I'm thinking is maybe the click was fucked up for those couple songs in
I don't
just
know.
those parts.
He's probably not singing to a click. The drummer would be maybe playing to a click, but he would need to hear in order to stay in key. You got to hear the guitar for
True.
vocals.
Yeah, true. I don't know. Yeah, I
Yeah.
thought that was odd.
It's very possible that with that many bands and that many changeovers, that there was some sound issues. You know,
Yeah, absolutely.
so
It was a fucking, what was it, 12 hours?
it was a
Something
lot.
like
Yeah,
that.
it was a lot.
Yeah, I think it was a 12-hour concert. So, yeah, there's bound to be testicle difficulties aplenty.
Yeah.
The superstar jams, the dude from Ghost didn't really sound all that good doing fucking Bark at the Moon.
No, Sammy Hagar wasn't great either.
Yeah, he really wasn't.
But that was the one too, where the sound where there was, if you watch like the beginning, there was no drums, and there's like
Yeah, that's
shots of
right.
the drummer playing, and you don't hear anything. I'm like, oh boy.
Yeah, you don't hear shit.
But then it seemed like maybe Sammy picked up right when the drums were finally able to be heard. It seemed like he might have been okay then. So
Yeah,
maybe that was messing him up.
yeah, it could be.
Yeah,
Probably.
yeah.
So
So yeah,
Ozzy was fucking way better than I thought he was gonna be.
I was expecting it to be like it's okay, but it was good.
Yeah, yeah, I agree. And he did a lot more than I thought he was gonna do too.
Yeah.
I thought he would have only done maybe 3 songs total.
Well, no, I
You
saw that he
know,
was going to do five.
right?
They had
But I
announced that.
was thinking solo and Sabbath, he might have
Yeah.
only done 3 songs total because that's what they were kind of making it sound like lead up to this.
Well, they made it. They said five leading up to it.
Oh, did they?
Yeah,
I missed that.
but I didn't. It didn't really say if that's just for Sabbath or the combined or
Right.
yeah. So I wasn't sure.
Yeah, he wound up getting through fucking 9 songs altogether. With him and Sabbath. His fucking solo set was great. Zach was fucking awesome backing him up on the vocals and making sure he fucking sounded good. And man, Mama I'm Coming Home was fucking emotional, man. They fucking panned through the crowd and everybody was crying. I was crying. That was fucking emotional, man.
I mean, it's sad
It's very sad.
because most of the time, and this was another thing that it's another money grab for Sharon, blah blah blah, and it's like if you think that, you do not know musicians. They do not
Yes.
retire. They'll die still playing if they can. Like
Yep.
Ozzy doesn't want to stop. He doesn't have a
Yeah.
choice. He has to stop.
Yeah.
Otherwise, so I don't think Sharon ever pushed him to get on the stage.
I highly doubt it.
She might have
I
made
highly
like
doubt it.
moves behind the scenes with money that you only know about because she's Sharon. Plenty of managers
Sure.
probably pulled the same shit she pulled. You only know about it
Oh
because
yeah.
Sharon. And she's worth millions. She doesn't need more money. You know how much
Yeah.
money she made on The View and all the other bullshit she did? She doesn't
Right.
need more
And even
Aussie
going back
money.
to the Osbournes.
Yeah, and she doesn't need any of that.
No.
Like
No, not at all.
Ozzy wanted to do it, and he probably still wants to do it, but he can't.
I'm sure he does. There's a couple times during his performance where you saw him almost like reaching to get up and then he sat back down and it's like you felt so fucking bad seeing that because he wanted to get up and clap and fucking get the audience into it. That was
Yeah,
hard to
because
watch.
he can walk, but he needs a cane.
Right. And I would assume he also probably should have somebody fucking walking with him,
Yeah, probably. Yeah,
you know.
but I mean, he sounded good.
He sounded a lot better than I was expecting him to sound. I went into it expecting, like, all right, Ozzy's probably not going to sound good tonight, but whatever. It is what it is. It's the last time seeing Ozzy. I don't give a fuck if he fucking sounds like a croaking toad. It's Ozzy. It's the last time. Gotta see it.
Yeah, I wonder if they
And
shot rope
Sabbath
and
were
stuff.
fucking incredible too, man.
Yeah,
Sabbath were fucking great. Bill Ward fucking did it
what was that? 20 years he hadn't played with them.
over that. I
Yeah.
think the last time he played with them was 1998. So yeah,
Wow.
up there fucking taking his shirt off and sitting behind the drums like a bad motherfucker, 78 years old. That was great,
That's what
man.
I'm saying. He's almost 80 and they said, "Do you want to play?" Yes, I do.
Of
Like
course. And if Ozzy could do another one next week, Bill Ward would fucking play it again.
I'm sure.
Of
That's what
course.
musicians do. Like those guys, if they never got famous, would have probably still played for a couple of decades and then hung it up. You
Of
know,
course, yeah.
it's that's just what musicians they want to play. They don't,
It's in you.
yeah, can't help it.
It's in you and it never fucking leaves.
So
When I get too old to play thrash metal, I'm gonna fucking wind up being a blues guy or some shit. Like,
yeah, I kind of wonder about that. Like I'm always like, nobody gives a shit about seeing me play. Why do I keep doing it? And I'm like, I just want to
because
play.
you want to.
I want to play.
You just want to. That's all. I don't
Yeah,
care if I fucking played it. If it's just me and the guys in the band in the room, because that's a vibe too, dude. Like, I get off during fucking practice.
paint the room.
Yeah, fucking blam all over the place. That's a fucking a vibe in itself, dude. To me, it's music is therapy. It's fucking it's like literally going to see the therapist every time you fucking jam, man. You get all the shit out and you fucking sweat and you feel good and especially when you're all having a good night and you're all tight, nobody's making any mistakes. Nothing is better than that.
Yeah, yeah. No, yeah, you can't beat it, you know.
Oh.
But
And like I said, I don't care if it's just us in the practice room. We're not playing anybody. I'm bouncing off you and he's bouncing off like it's just all that energy. I fucking live for that, man. You
yeah,
need it.
no, I get it. But trying to think of what else we might have. Oh, who do you think the band was that Sharon was talking about that wanted money?
Well, the initial rumor was Megadeth, and then Kelly Osbourne shot that down.
Well, I've been hearing Soundgarden, Motley Crue, or Kiss.
I didn't hear Kiss, but
I don't think Kiss would have been involved in that to begin with. Can you
yeah,
imagine
because
Kiss?
it's
I don't think Kiss is going to come up there and cover a Black Sabbath song.
no, I highly doubt that. I think Paul Stanley's too fucking above that.
I think you could have gotten maybe Paul and Gene and the All Star thing separately.
Yeah, maybe.
Maybe at least one of them, maybe.
Maybe. I don't know. I they've never been that tight with Ozzy.
They've never been the band that was touring and partying with other bands.
True.
They've never been those guys. There's no stories about them
True.
hanging out with other bands and having fun.
Yeah, it's true.
Yeah.
Yeah, I didn't hear Kiss, but I heard Megadeth, and then that got shot down, and then I've heard Motley Crue and Soundgarden.
I don't think it would have been Megadeth. That doesn't make any sense either.
It doesn't, but when you looked at the lineup and saw Megadeth are the only band from the Big Four that aren't here, that's weird.
Are they touring?
No, they're not.
Okay. Because I
I think
also,
they might be working on the new album, but they're not on tour.
yeah, maybe. Well, also, like, it's Dave Mustaine.
Right.
I mean, David Ellison was there, so,
Yeah, that's right. Ellefson was part of the one of the supergroup jams, which was pretty cool.
yeah. So, I don't know, because she said it would shock you. Motley Crue wouldn't be shocking to me.
Yeah, I thought that too. I'm like, I could honestly kind of see Nikki Six being like, I have to profit off this in order to do it.
I don't know,
I could
though.
kind of see it.
Motley Crue was a band that was partying with Ozzy. I don't know, like, seems like those guys would kind of be like, oh, he took us with him in the 80s. Let's just go do it. But
You would think,
I
but
don't know them as business guys.
Yeah,
It could have also been a manager that made a stupid call and didn't tell the band.
that's true.
You know,
That's true. And the thing with Soundgarden is obviously the most important member of the band has passed away.
but they still play with somebody else.
Yeah, they. I guess that maybe they would have been part of the superstar thing.
I don't know. Don't they have like a girl singer?
No,
I thought they did.
they did a show, not even a full show. They did like a quick live thing with Brandy Carlisle.
Well, didn't what's him called? Uh, what's his name? His daughter. Didn't he sing for them for? Shouldn't she sing for them like at least for a song or two?
Chris Cornell's daughter,
Yeah.
maybe. Yeah, I think you're right. I think she did do a live thing with them, but it was like it wasn't a whole show.
I can't. I mean, like, per, I don't think they should be there anyway. Like,
I disagree only because Black Sabbath are a big part of their whole sound.
but has Soundgarden ever even crossed paths with Black Sabbath?
I don't believe so. I don't
I
believe there
feel like
was
a lot
ever
of those bands that
anything.
were there.
And
I feel like a lot of the bands that were there did. Like Ozzy knew them.
unless unless Tom Morello pushed for that,
Maybe.
because Soundgarden were on the bill.
Yes, that was what I saw. Yeah.
Soundgarden were on the bill, and then they were nowhere to be seen. And I think just today, Kim Thiel made a statement saying that like we just couldn't get the scheduling together. Like all of us have different music projects, and we just couldn't do it. And that was the excuse for them not being there.
Yeah.
So I don't know.
I
I don't
don't know.
know. I would think Tom Morello probably was like, look, Chris Cornell was my fucking boy. Soundgarden, would probably do it. Could you ask him, as a favor to me? Could have been something like that.
Maybe. I don't
But
know.
Soundgarden in the press always gave Black Sabbath a lot of props and were like, they're the reason why we fucking do this.
Okay.
So maybe that's the tie in.
I don't
I
know.
don't know.
But what do you think it is? I'm assuming we're gonna find out soon, or maybe we'll find out before this episode even comes out.
Unless
It's
the
bullshit.
band who it is threatening Sharon with fucking suing for libel or slander.
Or it could be something that was blown out of proportion by
Could be too.
all the little, and then everybody picked it up.
Yeah.
A lot of people are like, "Oh, maybe it's made," and I'm like, no, that's they were on tour anyway, and that's kind of
Yeah, they're touring.
they had bad blood briefly, and it was over. Like,
Right.
yeah, so
We shall see or we shall not see.
yeah, I'm kind of wondering, are we even gonna find out? Like,
I kind of want to know who the fucking scumbag is.
yeah, yeah. I wonder if it was one of those '80s bands that, like, there's a lot of '80s bands that weren't there.
That's true.
Like, I think it's Winger, White Snake, Poison. There's a lot of bands that could have been there.
Imagine if it was Winger.
Yeah, that would be funny.
I
Or like
highly doubt it, but it would be hilarious if it was Winger.
there was like Autograph,
Yeah. Yeah, some fucking bullshit fucking one hit wonder hair metal band.
the Great White.
We didn't want them to burn the soccer stadium down.
Anyway, yeah, let us know who you think it is down there below us.
Comment, like, and subscribe.
Yeah, do the stuff.
Do the things and the stuff with the things you see.
All right, two metalheads. Bye.